You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's Betas After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Betas After Show.
Hey there, Betas fans. It is. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV. We're here talking about Betas episode 106, Lowdown. I am Matt Lieberman. Joining me as always on the panel, the fantastic Mr. Patrick Dees.
What is up?
I'm so happy you're here.
I wouldn't have missed it, my friend.
No. There's a total bromance happening.
I know.
Think you're so
it's
cool.
magic right here.
I never see you outside of these shows. I think you're so
I don't
cool.
exist outside of these shows.
It's entirely possible.
Yep.
Joining us once again, we have two very special guests. Mr. Evan Endicott, co-creator, executive producer of Betas. Welcome back.
What's up, y'all? Thanks for having me.
Yes, and John Daly is back once again.
Welcome
Plays
back.
Hobbs on the
Hey,
show.
what's up?
Yeah. So much to talk about with this episode. We really get some serious lowdown stuff with Hobbs. He kind of starts entering this very vicious, painful, dragged down cycle. We see some very dark glimpses into the man's psyche this week.
Yeah.
He burns a dear friend.
Yeah.
He has an incredible party with Riff Raff and Dane.
And some anonymous homeless crack smoker. That's my favorite little shot in the whole
Oh yeah,
episode.
there's
Some
just a
guy
random dude just smoking crack.
just burning it down.
Well, that happens in San Fran a lot.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of crack in San Fran?
There's crack everywhere. Crack rules the streets.
I guess so.
Yes, they
Have you
say.
not seen The Wire?
Urban, it's everywhere urban.
I've seen The Wire.
And if it's rural, it's meth.
That's what they're selling. They're selling
okay.
crack cocaine.
Cocaine, you say?
I have listened to the rap music. Okay, I
you
know
know.
about crack.
You
Down
are
with some
pretty
clips.
street.
I am.
That's what they say about Maddie.
Oh yeah.
You street?
Maddie
street.
Street Lieberman.
I'm
is-
sidewalk.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
sidewalk.
Game recognizes game. Okay.
That's true.
Yeah. Hopscotch recognizes hacky sack.
It's all in the game.
Yeah. So we're here talking about this episode. We open on the meme photo that was created from when Hobbs accidentally punched a woman in the left breast.
Yeah.
Ridiculously homophobic guy or extremely homophobic? What was it?
Crazy
or
misogynist.
Crazy misogynist guy.
Where
Crazy
did I get
misogynist.
homophobic?
He's punching a girl,
know.
not a
Where
gay
did
guy.
you- Yeah.
CMG.
Yeah,
So
CMG.
the meme opening to this is one of my favorite moments of the series thus
love
far.
it.
Yeah.
When he had his arms going really fast, and there's all the captions to it. You know, some of my favorite ones was here's your mammogram with his hand touching your breast. Here, walk me through what did you guys shoot down as other memes? Do you remember?
Ooh,
And what
no,
was the
that
writer
was
room like?
always kind of the conception of it, I think. We had this idea, like, early on that Hobbs would become a meme. Because that's
Yeah.
just something
Sure.
in the world that happens, and it seemed like if it happened to someone in the team, it had to be
It would be
Hobbs.
him because he's the most outrageous.
Yeah, exactly. And I think early on, Josh and I thought crazy misogynist guy. I mean, the room pitched all kinds of possible
What other would
slogans.
you? Do you remember any of the other ones? Because I like It Takes a Village. I like that one quite a bit.
Yeah.
And here's your mammogram.
Tit
We're
takes
pretty
a village. Yeah.
Tit takes
Takes
a
a village,
village.
yeah.
Oh, with Hillary Clinton.
Yes,
It Takes a
yes,
Village?
yes.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I don't remember the alts. I'm sorry. There was like a jillion of them.
I'm sure.
And, I
Yeah.
was cramming so much information in my brain those weeks that it is all. None of it has stayed.
Yeah.
Like an
It's
ancestor.
overrated.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but
One of them was all heterosexual sex is rape.
Oh God. But here's the thing that I really, really liked about it. We can give a moment to mourn that. That's been uttered. We can't unutter it in this podcast.
Hey,
There's no
the writer's
editing.
room is no holds barred, and
Yeah,
it's crazy.
it's true. It's a
so-
safe space.
Yeah, it's a war zone.
It's a safe space.
It's a safe war zone. But I've never met anyone who's been turned into a meme, and once something is taken out of your control and it's put out into the internet, you can't control it.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
interesting to see that and how quickly it spreads and how quickly it affects BRB, it affects all of them, and Hobbs especially. who really isn't crazy about how people are treating him now that he is a crazy misogynistic guy.
Yeah, it's not the way you want to get famous.
No.
It's just being
Just ask
famous.
Scumbag Steve.
No.
Yeah.
He's pretty bummed out.
But I mean, Scumbag Steve. I mean, it could have been, just punch. I think he needs to air out, like make a YouTube video or something to air out, like, listen, I was trying to punch this Greek guy who really needed punch. He was horse collaring these, and like it was a total mistake. Total mistake.
But no one wants to hear the explanation. They want you to be the thing. It's why you should never meet your heroes.
Early on, we
That's
thought
right.
about
And Crazy Misogynist Guy was a hero of mine, so this is a big moment for me.
don't meet your heroes because they're going to be just as misogynist as their name implies.
Yeah.
we talked about doing like a web redemption or something for Hobbs. There was this idea that he would go on like Jordan's show and sort of try to explain what happened and only make it worse. And it was just
Right.
one of those plots that didn't ever quite spin
I
out
was
the
kind of
way-
hoping
Should have been
you
on
guys
Tosh. Tosh
Yeah.
2.0. Crazy misogynist guy, web redemption. Listen, Tosh. Listen. I was trying to punch this Greek guy.
I think of the Riff Raff video would have done it, right? Or even the Dolly Parton with the tiny little baby hands. I feel like would have totally redeemed
that was
it.
so funny.
Totally redeemed it. I was hoping that they would double down like Trey did with the BRB video and have some be an additional viral video, just own it. But
But I mean, you don't go the same well twice. I guess I don't know in a season.
No, you go to the crack smoke.
You go to the
Yeah,
crack
go to the
smoking.
crack smoker.
You
Yeah.
go to
Gotta mix
Riff
it up.
Raff
I like
and the
it.
crack smoking.
I like it.
And we got our couch pisser guy was back in the background.
Couch pisser.
Glad you saw that.
Oh yeah.
Little
Eagle
Easter
eye.
egg for the fans.
Yeah.
All
was-
Eagle Eye Lieberman.
Starts
on
the
his horse.
Whole frame by frame over there.
He's great.
It's like the Zapruder film. It's back and to the left.
He was the real deal Holyfield. And then there was silence.
Nope.
No, I mean that actor. He's fantastic. The guy who
that's
plays
awesome.
the couch pisser.
Yes.
Incredible.
Also, Riff Raff, fantastic actor.
Oh yeah.
Really funny.
A dramatic gem, that one.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, he was
And
great.
Just tell him to freestyle. His freestyles are so hilarious. So great. He's great. He's Riff Raff. He's great.
Although it took him
Spring Bright.
quite a few takes to start freestyling. At first, he
right?
insisted there was a separate fee for that.
Is that right?
Yeah, no, he was like, where's my
Where's my rap cash?
Where's
Like,
my
that's
rap
a-
cash?
that's a different-
Where's my guest fee? What was he saying? What
We're
was
like,
he saying?
we paid you.
He's like, you want me to rap? Where's my
Wait.
guest fee? As if his words that
Wait,
he was
wait.
saying.
This is
Right.
gonna be Beta's episode 106 featuring
Yeah, it's feet Riff Raff.
Riff Raff.
That's
Yeah.
what
right?
he wanted.
And he was like, where's my extra money for doing music on your show?
I'm like, dog, we didn't make you go in the booth.
Yeah, actually,
Here's what he was doing. I used to drive a Jag, but now I punch up grandma's titties like a speed bag. That's exactly what he's doing.
was the
There's
band
no
I was
exaggeration.
thinking of,
And
yeah.
he wanted like 8K or something for that. No,
Wow.
That's
Just
hysterical.
spitting gold.
No,
that
but then
guy.
he didn't really stand by that. He was just kind
no,
of
no.
like-
He loosened
All right.
up.
He was
and
cool.
He
was
was
cool.
amazing.
Yeah. Part of me now wishes that the episode was called Lowdown Feet Riff Raff. Because
know, I
that would
wish
have
we'd
made
been
me
on it.
laugh really, really hard.
I also just want to say for the record, he did show up wearing a live baby husky.
Yeah.
As a mink
A
stole.
husky puppy.
Wait, say that again.
Wearing a live baby husky puppy.
Around
Named
his
Jody
neck.
Husky.
Jody
Around
Husky.
his neck.
That's
A
fantastic.
beautiful puppy
Beautiful.
with steel
I spent
blue eyes.
most of my time on set just hanging out with this dog.
Wait, how
so
did he get
striking.
the dog
how,
to stay
how does
put?
it just chill? I don't get it.
He has an assistant named Jackson that takes care of all his
I think
S.
there might be some pills involved. I don't know.
Okay.
That's speculation.
He also like
Have you seen that Instagram guy who wears white women as minked souls?
No, but I love that guy.
No, but I want him on the show.
Oh yeah, he wears naked white women as mink stoles.
That's great.
Yeah, he takes pictures with them in New York. It's really fantastic.
I don't like the reverse racism of it, but
Yeah,
mix it up.
Yeah, I like just straight across
Taste
the
the
board.
rainbow.
Right, right. Fair enough.
All right, fair enough. So Hobbs is obviously in a dark place. Trey tells him you got to lay low.
Obviously.
But he's homeless, and he finally has to open up about that.
He's homeless. Yeah,
Yeah.
so he
Yeah,
gets
he's
called
like,
out.
I'm
Yeah, gets called out as being homeless.
He has nowhere to go.
When he gets punched in the boob in front of the entire office, I don't want to take that off.
Oh,
the
yeah.
I need to
That's
make
true.
sure.
haymaker.
in the move.
In the move.
Yeah.
Yep, just naked again.
It really hurt. Yeah.
It looked like it hurt by the oh that everybody yeah in
She
the
really
audience.
threw that at you.
Yeah.
Boom.
Wasn't holding back.
Yeah.
No,
Phoebe Nightheart.
Women don't like misogynist guys.
I can
I can
imagine.
imagine that that's true.
Controversial stance over there,
They
John.
want to punch. They want to punch him.
Okay.
That's true.
Chris Brown's got a lot of fans. I don't get it.
I don't.
I don't get it. It's because have you seen the man dance? I don't like him.
He
But-
can
No,
do
but
a
I've heard him
standing
rap
backflip.
What?
Yeah. He's a bad person. Chris Brown, you're a bad dude.
Bad man.
Sorry.
No.
You heard it here on the after.
It is on
Wait,
the
now he's
record.
never going to be on my AfterBuzz show about betas. If Chris Brown is your next Moby guest star, like Moby
man.
style guest star, we can't have him.
We got Riff Raff. We don't need no
We got
Chris
Moby.
Brown.
We got Chris Brown.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sandra Oh, Chris Brown.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
So we stash him at Mitchell's place, which is always a great opportunity to bring in his roommates. And he's just very much in a dark spot until Dane pops up out of nowhere with Riff Raff and is just like
The brilliant Tyson Ritter.
oh my
Yes.
God, who is just so great on your show.
He's so good.
Unbelievable.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
Big fan of your titty work. I was just saying when they get to the door, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course he would so be into that, and it just this outrageous party ensues where all of a sudden you're like, yeah, you know what? My life is kind of crappy right now. My ex-wife is getting married to my enemy.
Right.
And
I'm just gonna go for it.
yeah, why
Yeah.
not?
Embrace the darkness.
Yeah, embrace the darkness and spiral downwards and enjoy the trip.
Yeah, it's I think it was Mitchell who said, like, I see he's happy but there's no light in his eyes. What's going on there?
Just look at
Yeah.
dead eyes.
Dead eyes with
Yeah,
the
I tried
two
to-
half naked
I tried to be have dead eyes. I think I was partially successful.
You crushed it.
Yeah.
Your
Oh,
eyes
really?
were
Oh, thank you.
100%
Yeah.
dead.
Thank you.
Your
Thank you.
eyes were at the very least dying.
That was
They,
the
at
only
very
part where I
least,
was
had
like,
a terminal illness.
Your eyes could be a little more dead, John. I was watching. I was like, make your eyes. But the other stuff, I believe. You know,
We should have fixed that.
the crying and everything.
Yeah.
Fix that in post, man.
I'm sorry, man. We
Black
left you
out my
hanging.
eyes. Big
Just
X's.
great white shark eyes.
Yeah.
I think they have a plug-in for that.
Oh,
now.
totally. After
There was a
Effects,
topless.
Big,
You
big,
forgot
much-
to- you
yeah,
forgot to
no,
talk
I
about
said
the
they were
topless
half
girl.
naked, John.
Half naked doesn't infer.
How do you stay dead eyes with just the breast just right there?
Right there.
That's
Well-
an actor. That's a pro.
Yeah,
that's
well,
a pro.
I'm
There's nothing
method.
wide.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
like a
method.
cartoon when I see that.
You just look right
I'm
through
method,
them.
yeah.
I'm a method actor, so I walk on set and I am Hobbs, and I insist that
We call him
people
Hobbs.
call me Hobbs.
Okay.
Nobody calls me John or Johnny or Johnny D. and
Sometimes Big H, like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But it's got to
Hobbs,
be in the sweet spot.
Randy,
Hobnobber.
Hobbs. Yeah, Hobnobber.
Hobnobber. Okay.
Yeah, you'll only eat certain foods. You have
Yeah.
a very specific diet on set.
You hold your hand out every time you're taking a
Fried food.
shit, and
Yep.
when you let it go,
Which is weird because he's in his trailer, so
like,
it's,
yeah,
I
by
don't know how he
himself.
gets it out.
But he
there.
makes sure that
Yeah.
whatever shooting that they hold and that everyone comes and gathers around the trailer so that they can know the shit has been dropped.
Yes.
people know.
I
People
need
know.
people know, especially around lunchtime.
People know.
Yeah.
People. Where did that
Well,
thing
yeah,
come
I'm about
from?
to tell you. So my lovely co-creator Josh Stoddard
yes.
is not here with us tonight. But I mean, he's still alive.
I mean, he's still with us.
He's with
yes.
us,
Okay.
but
Gotcha.
in spirit. His brother would apparently do that growing up, and he thought it was the foulest thing
It's the
every time.
grossest thing.
Yeah. So
That's so gross.
He
You can
insisted we
see
use
it
it.
drop.
So great.
That's so weird.
It's the most brother thing.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
brother, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
for
it's his older brother.
So disgusting.
I also want to give you props for we had to sort of work in a scene very last minute while shooting another episode, which was where he's actually vomiting in the toilet.
Yeah.
And has his moment with Ray Catswell before the burning.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he only had like 2 takes to do that. We tacked it on during a wrap of a different episode, and you killed it. I love
thank
that
you.
little.
I love that moment.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
sorry you had to see that or something.
And really, yeah,
Yeah.
sorry you had to see me this way.
Yeah, I like that. That was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it really sells that transition too, where he's going from embracing the crazy to wow, this is now.
This is sad, and
This
I'm
is
going to
now
do something
sad.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this has gone too far. And then
And then I burned the cat.
so sad. And
R.I.P.
Mitchell, yeah, all right.
But at this point,
Ray
I don't think it
Catswell.
is sad. I think he has to burn the cat. He has to destroy it. Because it's this.
And
I
move
mean,
on.
he's had it at work, and it's partially positive and partially negative.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
But
it's a totem of the past. He's
Well,
holding on to.
catharsis,
It's
right?
all about
Yeah.
it's all about what he takes from this moment. Like, yes, he needs to be able to move on from his destructive relationship with his ex-wife. You know,
Yeah.
this cat is symbolic of that. But at the same time, he could take it to mean, you know, F it all, burn everything, you know, anarchy in the UK. You know, what's the point of continuing on?
Yeah, that's yeah. But I think he's too narcissistic
Oh, good. Well, that
ever
makes
totally
me feel a
get
little
it.
less
I really
concerned.
think he is, because he's had he totally is in a survival way.
Yeah. Okay, good. Hobbs will never kill himself.
He's not going to kill himself, but he might get into he'll call what he calls life might not be adequate for what most people call life. Sure, he probably won't kill himself.
His bar goes low.
Yeah, he's not afraid to live in squalor. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. And how long did it take to shoot that whole sequence? All the party stuff. Was that like the most of the week, the majority?
That was or
was that a couple
That
nights?
was a day. That was a day,
one day.
in a day in L.A., I believe, and then a day in San Francisco.
Yeah, so it was a couple days, 'cause-
Exteriors were all in San Fran.
Okay.
Right.
You burned the pussy.
Did
in San
actually burn the
Francisco.
pussy in San Fran.
Okay.
Yeah, and the director.
I say
Andy
that every
Tennant
time I go to
was-
San Francisco. It's time to burn the.
Yeah.
I don't say that.
Is
Yeah.
that because of your flaming red hair?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we only had Riff Raff for one day because he, had to go to like Miami to play to a show to like 80,000 people or something.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
A lot of commitments.
Spring break.
Right.
Yeah,
Serious
spring
guy.
Fair enough.
break.
Fair enough.
Spring break. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was a day, 2 days,
Okay.
a day and a half. Yeah.
Cool. So I don't know how many people out there. I personally, I don't watch ahead. I watch the shows that I'm about to recap. So I don't know what's coming.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So for those of us out there who have not watched ahead and are keeping time with these after shows, what can we expect to come next from Hobbs? Like how far is this depression going to go?
Well, is this the? I mean, this is me bottoming out. So this is the
Yeah.
bottom out.
Okay.
So
And then
now
we're
this
rebuilding.
It's like
We're hitting
it's the
rock bottom.
rebuilding year. Yeah, it's rebuilding. Now it's like rock bottom, and then I cleanse. And the second episode is a very cleansing episode, and then start over.
Great.
And BRB in a way starts over.
Yeah, 7 is a big kind of watershed episode for all of our characters.
Yeah.
Certainly for Hobbs, but the guys have to kind of clear the air, get away from it all, and just sort of make that happen.
Sure.
Come to terms.
yeah.
So,
So, because some stuff has gone down, we've got
Yeah.
a major conflict brewing between Trey and Nash.
Absolutely.
Which is
Yep.
something else we got to talk about. And I really want to compliment the end of this episode. It ended in that beautiful tableau. Everyone
love that.
gathered around
Yep.
Hobbs, and it felt like, even
So
though we're
awesome.
doing this all in one run, it felt like a nice mid-season finale cliffhanger.
That whole last half of that episode is really great.
It's
just
really
great. And
stellar.
it's different than anything we kind of did. I love it.
Yeah.
And I think you will too. Sorry.
This isn't a Z Morning Zoo.
It's really
John.
good though. I like it.
what are my chicken noises? John, get on that.
All right. Before we move on, really quickly, I just want to talk about iTunes. Folks, you've heard me say it before. I'm just going to say it again. We love doing this show. We love betas, and I hope you do too. I imagine if you've listened this far into our wonderful podcast, you are a big fan of betas. You like what we do. You want that show to be supported. You want to see it get a season 2. I know we do. We are big fans of betas here at AfterBuzz TV, and we need your help. Patrick and I, we do this out of the goodness of our heart. We don't get paid. He likes to think that he gets paid. If he really gets paid, I would flip a bitch. But I think that's just
You're docking me another week, Steve, for letting him in on that.
Yeah. It's just a bit. We're just doing a bit right now. But
We're keeping it light. We're making it cool. It's light and breezy.
say you like what we do. It's a free podcast. AfterBuzz TV, we put out about 60 free podcasts a week. That's 60 hours of content, which is a crazy amount of content, all for free. What can you do to help us? I'll tell you right now. Go to iTunes, slap the show with a 5-star rating, leave us with a review, let us know how much you like the show. We really appreciate it. It lets our bosses know that we're doing really well. It keeps the show nice and searchable, keeps us closer to the front page, which we were on just a week or two ago, which was very exciting.
Yeah.
And helps us continue to get such great guests, and hopefully, if we get a season 2, maybe do a set visit or something like that. We love giving you the best possible betas content on the web. And hey, if you love betas and you don't have access to it, or you want to introduce it to a friend and they're like, well, it's on Amazon, I don't want to get invested in a show I can't watch. Here's the thing, guys. You can go to amazon.com/free month and you can get a month of Amazon Prime for free. There's no strings attached. You can cancel at any time, and you can watch the entire show and get free 2-day shipping for a month. And guess what? If you want to keep using Amazon Prime, because it's a great service, I've been on it for a few years, it's only like $75 for a whole year, and you get tons of great video content, exclusive series, and free 2-day shipping. Do I smell a bargain? Am I not getting paid for this advertisement? Yes, I'm not getting paid for it.
I don't even trust people that don't have Amazon Prime. I don't even trust.
Yeah,
It's
a
the
little
future.
creepy.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
like,
even
do you
trust
not
this
see? Do you not see what the future is?
I mean,
in the most
yeah.
obvious
Like,
way?
why do you? Yeah.
I can't look him in the eye.
I can't. I don't trust them.
Yeah.
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 You listen
Shifty.
to a
So
don't
phonograph
be stupid, do
player.
it.
Unless
Yeah,
people have
exactly.
watched, unless people are current
you're
on
doing.
betas, either completely up to date on betas, or they host a show where they choose not to be, like you guys. I don't talk to them.
Good man. Good man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Even my brothers.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So I want to talk really quickly about. So we've got this other story, more of the business story with Trey, who is dealing with kind of the aftermath of Jordan Alexis. He didn't get her the article that she wanted in the last episode, so now she's smearing BRB on her Valley Smash video show.
Yeah.
Talking about how it's, the death of social. It's not geared to women. Like this other app it's far better geared towards women. This app where you can rate men, ex-boyfriends, for free and let other women know what that's about. And I just want to talk really quickly about the genesis of this episode.
Sure, yeah.
If that's okay.
Well, we were actually really interested in looking at the social space and how these apps treat gender. And there's been a lot written about it, and it's pretty fascinating because obviously men and women look for different things when they date.
Yeah.
And a lot of these sort of apps that are like BRB, where they try to pinpoint local people and have you meet them, end up having a creepy sort of stalkerish element to them, and women are very uncomfortable with them. And it's kind of fascinating because it seemed like, well, this is a real problem these guys would have. So we got into that, and around the same time we were reading about that, we became aware of this app Lulu, and this really is just only women can access it through their Facebook accounts, and then they can rate men, and other people in their network can see what they've rated them. So it's sort of like a recommendation service. If you're interested in dating a guy, you can go see what other women say about him.
That's terrifying. Like, I didn't know this actually existed. You have to understand.
it's
Like,
very
I was,
real.
It's very real.
I was just like, please. I was really angry at you, knowing you personally. I'm like, you put this out into the universe.
We did
Somebody's
not.
gonna
We did
capitalize.
not.
Okay.
And
When I hit on girls, I'm just like, hey, 5
Hey,
stars on Lulu.
yeah,
Just
Boom.
kidding, I don't do that.
And because we couldn't
Yeah,
access
yeah.
it as men,
Right.
we went to some of our writers and said, like, let us on there, let us see it. And I mean, it was nerve-wracking and terrifying to see that you are indeed in this database.
Oh, yeah.
Were
People
you?
have rated you. I was not.
Okay.
I
Was
guess
anyone?
I've kept a low profile. There were some people in there.
Interesting. And how was the rating?
Interesting.
Yeah. how'd they do?
Well, so the way it works is they don't give you like a number rating. It's all like hashtag phrases.
It's both.
Oh,
It's-
it is.
It's a
You're right.
Yeah. It's a
It's a number.
It's
He's
a
got a
number
flawless-
and
he's-
hashtags. Well, it's because
We're getting to this, yeah.
I found out that I was on Lulu, that I'd been reviewed by 2 different people, by
I
a
hate
friend
this. So it's
and an
Yelp
ex-girlfriend.
for
apparently.
whether you're a good dude or not.
Which
Yeah.
is like something I
Yelp
used to
for
do as
dudes.
like a stand-up bit.
Awful.
Like, wouldn't this be great? It's terrifying.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
nobody
horrible.
goes on to Yelp and like writes glowing reviews. I feel like it's the internet, so
But
people
it's
just log on to
Called
talk
negative
shit.
response bias.
It's ostensibly
Yeah.
for like girls to check out if guys are safe and
Yeah, or
not
like
fucked
if they're
up.
tools,
Yes.
basically.
And if
Yeah.
they sleep around.
Which is the
and
only
dissing.
good part about it, and then
Right.
everything else is
But
garbage.
there's no ownership. It's
Yeah.
all anonymous. People
Oh,
could be
it's terrible.
trolling
Yeah,
it,
that's
and then the men
terrible.
never
That's-
find out.
Yeah. Oh no, I looked this guy up on. Oh
Yeah.
man. Hey,
Yeah.
Can you change your fucking Lulu?
Oh, no.
Lulu thing? Sorry
When it
about
happened to me, I went on this like obsessive quest to find out who did it. And ultimately, all of the suspects had no idea this thing even existed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
because
who knows?
it is your ex. It is a failed relationship, and
Yeah.
it failed for a reason. And I can't imagine people just putting glowing reviews on
But
there.
so then the other thing that happens, and this is nice, this gives you
Yeah.
a little hope in humanity, is friends of, like, female friends of guys
Yeah.
will go on and sort of big up them and put things about, you
Okay.
know,
Yeah.
nice to animals, hashtag. or
Yeah.
whatever.
Respects women.
Yeah.
Good to his mother.
Hashtag 9-pack, that kind of
yeah,
penis.
hashtag not.
Yeah.
Um,
Hashtag
8-bit
packing
penis.
it. Yeah.
but weirdly, I met Matt.
Slapped me one time.
Yeah.
I met Matt when he was going through this crisis
Yeah.
over his Lulu rating.
Is
and
that right?
And that
Yeah.
actually was the inspiration for what we ultimately find out.
That's fantastic because
Yeah.
I knew something in your life came into the show, and I've been scrutinizing every deal. I'm like, no, it wasn't a pissing Indian. I probably
No.
that it was the Lulu.
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
the
We're like, we
Lulu
have
thing.
to use this. Like, Trey has been rated
yeah.
poorly on the app. We have to do
okay.
something.
It was literally the night we met, and I couldn't stop talking about it.
No.
I was like in a fury, and it's just it's awful to have that sort of thing happen to you. And I was happy to see that it made it into the show.
Yeah.
Ladies, don't go on Lulu.com. Go on Lululemon.com and buy those sweet pants.
Get those pants.
Get
They're
those
pretty
pants.
sweet pants.
Get up on those pants.
So Trey sees this as an opportunity. Okay, they have 1 million users. Why
Yeah.
can't we partner with them and
Exactly.
maybe embrace the fact that our app has become this hookup app? I've been fighting this perception since before we launched.
Yeah.
You know, and Nash is not having it. He wants to build it, organically through the data. And Trey's like, well, we're never going to have enough proper data because women are fleeing our app, in droves. So he gets in touch with Jordan Alexis, bad idea, and is like, hey, get me a sit down with Catelyn Olivia. Let's make this happen. She's playing hard to get, and he doesn't pick up what's really happening here, which
No,
is
he's
that
a little tone deaf to
yeah.
this.
He's not really. I loved when Catelyn said, you say that your app is not a hookup app, but you are like the equivalent of a hookup
Yeah, you're a
app.
walking hookup
You're
app.
a walking hookup
Totally.
app where you don't listen to women at all. You're
Zoom in
singularly
like a missile,
driven.
yeah.
Singularly driven. You don't care. And you obviously don't notice that she is obsessed with you.
Well, I want to ask you too. So where they actually meet, and he finds out that she's really into him. Like,
Yeah.
is it a conference called She Plus Plus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me
Right.
that exists. That's not a thing.
I don't think so because
Pretty
Oh,
awesome.
but I just it was,
Patrick would want to be on the
we would have
guest
had to
on
list
clear
like
the
it.
that.
So
nose. Yeah,
Google
for
that.
sure.
I
It was
loved it. I loved She Plus
Unbelievable.
Plus. So funny.
and authentic because they all have these like cheeky type.
Yes.
These conferences are so it was pretty accurate. It was
Yeah.
great.
Putting the fun in feminism.
Yes.
As it were.
As it were.
As it were.
HTM bells.
Oh, pun jar. Let's do it.
Oh my God, we're bringing it over here too. 50 cents in the pun jar. Oh God. So we get to this. Sorry, we get to this conference, and Trey has to convince Mickey to get him in because Jordan's playing hard to get. She wants him to give her the scoop on this European. Hidden European team that we've seen a few times now.
Stealth team,
Yeah,
yeah.
this stealth team.
Yeah.
And you've now alluded to it twice,
Right.
which leads me to believe that the reveal of whatever it is they're working on is going to be very significant.
I can't wait for demo day with those guys.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
It's very
Oh, we
significant.
totally forgot to pay that off.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Liar. Please.
Yeah, we leave people hanging on that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a bummer.
No, I mean, it could go one of two ways. It's either incredible or it's vaporware.
Yeah, sure.
It's this big show, this big light show, and it's the final countdown, and it's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, it'll be funny. But
Check it out, episode 8.
episode 8
Demo day.
already
Eight's
dropped.
demo day.
Dropped last
All right.
week.
Episode 8. It dropped last week.
Dropped last
Check
Friday.
it out.
Yeah.
Check it
Two
out.
commas or nobody cares. I'm excited. This will be good. This will be good.
Two
Yeah.
commas or nobody cares.
Yeah, exactly.
Weird. Oh yeah. Oh right.
Michael Lau.
Because of a million or more. Yeah.
Now you're
Michael
talking
Lau.
like that, asshole.
Yeah. So
He's evil.
let's talk a little bit about Nash and Michael Lau. We met Michael in episode 3.
Yes.
When Nash was on a date with Divya.
A little bit of tension.
Love
Little
Divya.
bit of
Yeah,
tension.
love Divya.
I love Divya. I want to marry
She's
Divya.
really
I
funny.
mean,
Yeah. You want to marry Divya?
I'd
and
marry
doing
Divya.
coke in the
She's very
bathroom?
beautiful.
yeah, she
She's
seems
very lovely.
spunky. Yeah.
Fantastic, talented.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
no.
spunky's not
Spunky's
a
a
word
bad- yeah,
for
sorry.
the
It's
got problems.
21st century.
Yeah, that's also a good
You're going to
point.
get a bad rating on Lulu.
You don't want that. No,
He
no
called
matter-
me spunky.
Yeah.
Hashtag loser.
Hashtag loser. Hashtag Napoleon complex.
Oh.
That was in mine.
Was that in there?
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's hashtag.
Oh no, that just got personal.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, there was good stuff, and then there was hashtag Napoleon complex.
Hashtag hung. Hashtag big.
no,
do
it's-
they say stuff like that?
They
not,
did.
not
They,
you personally.
no,
but-
no, those are like the numbers stuff. Like, I got a good kisser rating, like a 9 kisser. That was
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
rad.
There we go.
Yeah. You know,
Man.
Thanks, Maddie.
it was something else that pissed me off. Anyway.
Philip K. Dick
Yeah.
story. Life
Yeah.
is just-
Hashtag
life
Philip K. Dick. That
life
would be
is
funny.
gonna become that.
So Nash meets up with Michael Lau, and yeah, they have a little bit of, shall we say, maybe even romantic tension. They're kind of like
I think we could say it.
dancing
You could
around.
say
they're-
sexual tension.
Yeah,
A
they're
little bit.
dancing around it a bit. And I'm very excited about it because it's not only I've never seen an Asian and an Indian man in a couple or like have a romance story.
Asian Australian.
Asian Australian man.
How about that?
I've never
Whoa.
seen an Asian Australian man
Hat trick,
either.
guys.
Yeah.
Really.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Australasian. He's Australasian.
You're really gunning for those GLAAD awards. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll get them, or Glad's gonna have a problem.
Oh yeah, because they're missing out. It's a great show.
They're not gonna be glad about it.
Oh,
2 points. Mike, and he's out. Thanks for watching,
and
everybody.
He just walked out of the studio. He's is he really? Is he? He's not gone.
He's left.
Yeah, so Nash is obviously really frustrated, and he vents to Michael in a way that he can't to anyone else on the team. He's an objective party, and he and Trey are equal owners, equal partners in this company, but Trey treats him like a second in command.
Yeah, exactly. And that's something we saw a lot in talking to people up in the Bay, that there's this idea of the guy who's the face of the company, and then something they call a coder in a cage, which is this is the person who has all the engineering skills, but essentially is just kept at bay coding 24 hours a day. And it's like, you take care of that, and I know what's best, and I go and sell the product. And Trey has really gotten into this dynamic with Nash, and it's something that it's something they have to break if they want to move forward.
Yeah,
That was one of my favorite scenes of Nash's season to date. Was his frustration with everybody was just tangible, right? Like, it was great.
Yeah. Well,
He's starting to come into his own, over the course of the season and find a voice.
He's been gaining more and more confidence, and I think that this encounter definitely upped that, because he's dealing with somebody who he's potentially attracted to, who's attracted to him, who likes him for his gifts and wants him to understand how talented and special he is.
But is also like offering BRB something pretty
substantial.
Pretty legit.
pretty substantial, but it seems like a terrible deal. It's a terrible deal.
Well, no, I don't think there's much of a downside to it.
He's not asking for
He's
anything.
not asking for anything.
That's true.
But I think that Trey is simply blinded by this. This guy has ulterior motives, which is he's trying to get Nash,
Right.
Because he knows how talented
And doesn't
he
like
is.
Trey either, right? Like they've got a bit of a history.
Trey doesn't like him even more so,
sure.
I think. But
Well, Well, Trey's the kind of guy to blow something way out of proportion.
Exactly.
Because he's
And Michael
so
Lau's the
alpha
kind of guy to
male.
blow something way out of proportion.
Hey-o! There it
Oh my
is.
God, he's walking for the where's he John!
I don't want to drop these microphones because they're shaped like bees and they look important. But that was the
But I will
spirit.
do it if I have to.
Yeah.
He will do it if he has to. I've seen it. Yeah. That's how we lost our last set of microphones. R.I.P. microphones. Yeah. So I love their chemistry together. It's a very different side of Nash. It's not just vulnerable, but it's almost the most adult I feel like I've seen him. Like the most mature. He's communicating emotionally in a way that isn't whiny, that isn't in any way childlike. He's talking to his equal. Which I feel like he doesn't get to do that.
I mean, I think Lau's a bit of a mentor too, though. You know,
Sure.
I think he was his TA. I think it's a safe space for him, which is cool. You get to see him open up a little bit. But I do think Lau ultimately has this other role, which is to show him, to teach him to be who he is in himself. He's trying to help him find his voice, which is something that Nash has had a hard time with. So,
And is even harder for Trey because Trey considers himself to be that person.
Yeah.
He's like, what are we even making this whole app for?
Right.
It was originally so that I could help you find friends because you need my help.
exactly.
Yeah, which has got to be grating for someone like Nash who is very talented, who is very smart. He can't necessarily, or has trouble communicating with people, but he is capable of it.
Yeah.
And that's what I think Michael is trying to show him is like, you have more power than you realize. You are strong. You are smart. You are wanted by the world.
You have a voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trey keeps saying, I'm your friend and that's what I'm doing for you, but then not listening. So it's sort of like...
It's exactly how he is with Catelyn.
Yeah.
Right.
He's not a listener. He's a doer. And he thinks that he's right. And he's usually wrong.
Olivia Catelyn, played by the lovely Kellen Coleman.
Yes.
Who's on
from
Newsroom and
Newsroom
is
and-
fantastic
yeah.
actor.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's really
awesome.
great. So after he has this conversation with Olivia Catelyn, which apparently, even though she sees him for what he is going rather well. She's,
I'd say they have some chemistry.
She
you know,
gets
you can't-
loosened up.
yeah,
You can't say no to those lips.
Nope.
those Joe DeNicol lips,
Yeah.
meow. Yeah, who wouldn't want those uncured sausages?
He's a beautiful man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a handsome man.
He's a handsome man right there. We saw him jogging. It was pretty.
He jogs his butt off.
It was pretty hot. Man has glutes.
I'm
Glutes
glad I
to
didn't have to
spare.
do with these jogging scenes. I was like, God.
Yeah, we just make you get naked.
I
He's
hope
got to
they-
run uphill.
I hope I get the shot. I'd rather get naked.
Yeah.
I'd rather get naked,
Rather get naked than
twice
sweat.
than run once.
Oh yeah, yeah. Naked twice, run once. Snake.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going rather well. I think she sees him more as of a hookup, which is how she describes him. You know, I liked that you gave her that line too of just like women like sex too. Don't think that we're only looking for relationships, but we'll use an app like yours if that's what we want, if we're in the mood for it. But yeah, a lot of women don't, but don't discount the ones that do.
Yeah.
So then Jordan comes up and she just kind of blows the whole thing open because she's very possessive. In a way
Yeah,
that
maybe a little tipsy.
She's a little bit of an
maybe.
she's an alcoholic. Classic.
Yeah, let's just say it.
She's an alcoholic.
yeah,
She becomes a different person.
she's been drinking.
A rage monster, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She leans in and just kind of falls into his like neck. crevice, neck shoulder gap.
Yep.
That was the grossest pantomime I've ever seen
know.
you make. You're just,
You know, it's not a good look. She's seen better days. And Trey, of course, is like, "What are you doing? Stop!"
Yeah.
And she, storms off.
Like any man would.
yeah.
right, yeah, I felt like, pump the brakes
No,
there, hot
as-
girl.
As a good man with upstanding morals would.
Well,
No, but
yeah.
it would be kind of off-putting, right? Like, I mean, she's been almost a nemesis. So, like,
Yeah.
to a
Yeah.
degree,
Yeah,
you
it's
might
like-
want to question
Well,
it
he
like a
thought
little
she very
bit.
much
Like,
was a nemesis.
Yeah, you're just
yeah.
digging the hole deeper. Like if someone's writing Valley Smash articles about you and your company, then you're just you're tap dancing on a landmine.
Yeah. You don't want to sleep with the enemy.
100%. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And imagine, his performance in bed gets blogged about the next day. That's
yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, which could be a good thing. Maybe we'll find that out later.
Yeah.
That's what happens on like Valleywag, right? They're like, this guy had sex with this girl, and let's talk about it.
right.
Basically.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was the smartest thing I've ever brought up.
It was well researched,
Yeah,
a well researched point.
That's what happens, right? I don't know.
Student of the internet. This
Oh
man.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
gonna be in the
Just-
press release. Guy has sex with a girl or
I
something.
Google everything.
Into the end of the internet.
Yes. So she's obviously not pleased by his reaction. And Trey, here's the thing: you're talking about dancing on a landmine. I think he loves risk because he believes himself capable of getting out of any situation.
Yes.
He's like he's that alpha.
Sure.
And this is a situation I don't think he's ready to handle. And she goes
Or
back to
doesn't want to handle too.
I
True.
mean, right. I think it was a logical response. I mean, like you made the joke about any guy, but like I'd probably be a little bit off put too.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
girl comes up, she's like, come on.
yeah.
Not
They're like,
hot.
no, I have self-respect.
Not hot.
But even before that, I think
She's gorgeous. I mean,
yeah, very.
yeah.
Even before that.
I think Olivia puts him in his place too.
Yeah.
And
Right.
you know, the moment of him being out of his depth is actually even before she rolls.
And-
Sure, yeah.
Like,
and we didn't
oh.
even get to talk about last episode that he misses Lisa, obviously. They had sex 8 times.
8
Because
times.
he counted.
You counted?
Yep, 8 times.
You counted?
Oh, you know what matters when he counted. Yeah. Not good.
But I love that she storms off after that. Like, what are you doing? She storms off and like kicks a field goal with that lady's cup. Just as
That was
bitch.
pretty good.
Yeah, boom.
I love that
bitch.
moment.
I did too.
Yeah.
I will,
bitch.
Yeah, boom.
Really
I will
funny.
not be ignored, Dan.
Yeah. Madeline
attract-
Zima knows how to walk
Yeah.
downstairs.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
pretty funny,
Like a
man.
champ.
Yeah. And she goes back to her office, and her assistant or the receptionist,
Yeah, Antoine Ho.
Antoine Ho, gets used as one.
Poor kid.
Poor kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's just aggressive.
Just
Assaulted
That's the kind
him.
of girl that I always get with.
Is the one who
The
assaulted
aggressive
when I'm single, I'm taken
right.
At the moment.
forever. Yeah.
Oh, good.
But,
Forever.
yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Somebody
But,
locked that down.
Someone locked that down,
Nice.
Respect
and
Yeah.
it's great.
Okay.
But I'm not wearing my ring now.
Congratulations.
'Cause,
For the podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
podcast.
You got it right.
You know, my manager's like, make people
Yeah.
think you're.
Totally.
Yeah.
You gotta, yeah.
But I
John
constantly
Daly,
say-
Tap
sex
dancing on a-
symbol.
This is what sex
Sex
symbols have to
symbol.
do.
Yeah, exactly. So
You're tap
I have.
dancing on a landmine right now.
I
John.
am tap tap
just-
dancing on a
you are-
landmine. Sorry, honey.
Yeah.
Oh boy. But I forget what I was talking about. But let's just continue.
Aggressive girls.
Aggressive
That's what you were
girls.
going for when you
Yeah.
were single.
No, I would never go for them, but I was very shy in high school, and
So you'd be
they would
assaulted
always
by
just be
them.
like, "Come here," and I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Yeah,
All right. Okay.
yeah, I'll come there.
Oh, okay.
That would be fun."
All right. I'm on my way.
Yeah, you go back to their apartment, and they have like their apartment's like dirtier than yours, and you're like 22. Dude, it's terrible.
I did love that scene the way it was shot from behind against the glass when he's just throwing his hands up, just like I don't know, and he's like touches the glass. It was great.
Oh,
Poor
poor
Antoine.
Antoine.
Oh, man.
R.I.P. Antoine. He probably got eaten.
Yeah.
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 Pour one out for the homie.
Yeah. Pour one out for our home.
Another unresolved storyline.
Oh yeah, you'll never,
Never
see
pay
Antoine.
that
So we
off.
never
Nope,
find out
just
if
never.
that's-
We
Keep
throw it
doing
away.
We
Just
never
throw it
find
away.
out.
I hope she's pregnant.
I was gonna say we never find out if Antoine's pregnant.
I think Antoine's right.
I'm pregnant. We DNA tested it. It's a little hoe.
Aw. Womp.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Don't
Patrick?
apologize. That's
Yeah.
Off
podcast
track.
gold, John.
Yeah, Patrick. Any other big points from this episode?
I don't think so. I just love the idea of I want the memes when they were going to do the shots of the memes like Tazon Dane in a chocolate rainforest.
I friggin' loved.
I don't
that.
think I've laughed harder during
Yeah.
the show. I just lost my shit.
But, like,
and then you went to the Dolly Parton with the little baby hands, and it was unbelievable.
No, but like I would love to see those images. It's just great imagery because comedy and tragedy are very much like in the same thing, and have these people who are the typification of different kinds of behavior or like different kinds of people not be able to do the thing that they supposedly love from just seeing that picture is like beautifully tragically funny.
Yeah.
I love those images.
Well, again, I'm sure we won't return to it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Just not
We
paying
throw
that
See,
it
I'm
out.
not calling that back.
Yeah, we're not talking because we can't talk about that.
Just dream about it.
Yeah.
It
So
just
episode
sounds-
11 is just paintings, right? It's just these paintings.
Game
and
gets
then-
into oils.
and
It's a whole-
Antoine Ho takes a pregnancy test.
Yeah, it's a PowerPoint.
Okay, great.
It's a PowerPoint.
yeah, okay.
You've heard of a bottle episode? It's a PowerPoint episode.
Oh, great. Yeah, it's just one big meeting.
Yeah, they took pictures of us, and it's kind of like South Park. It's great.
Okay. I love it. I love it
can't-
already. Okay. We have to wrap up, but John, so you've got The Secret Life of Walter Mitty is right now
Yes.
in theaters.
Yes, come go see that.
Yes. Kroll Show is coming back again this
Kroll
year.
Show,
it is.
January 14th. Kroll Show comes back. It's going to be great, bigger, better, more episodes and more crazy stuff.
More yucks.
I don't
More
trust
yucks.
people that don't watch that show either. That's on my list of people
I agree.
don't trust.
I don't
Just
trust. I don't trust to like people.
Shifty.
And
They're
you don't watch
shifty.
Kroll Show. You don't watch betas. You want to watch Walter Mitty? Throw you in the garbage as a person. Sorry. Just kidding. JK.
Yeah.
Internet.
JK,
LOL.
LOL.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks for having me.
Oh,
Thanks
of course.
for being
We're so
here, man.
happy that you were here.
Especially for the Hobbs Interrupted episode.
Yeah,
like,
man.
so glad you could be here
Hobbs
for this
Interrupted.
one. So
Hobbs
good.
Interrupted.
That is
Yep.
beautiful, actually. That's very,
Good
very
stuff.
nice. All right, we got to wrap up. Thank you so much for
thanks,
being
guys.
here.
Absolutely, our
Patrick
pleasure.
Dees, where can the people find you?
I'm P to the D's on the Twitters, and I host a video game podcast called Pixel by Pixel. You can find me on iTunes, Maddie.
All right, John Daly, where can the people find you?
I'm at John Daly, at JONDALY on Twitter. And you can check out on Funny or Die. Episode 2 of My Imaginary Friend is Fabio. My imaginary friend is Kenny G.
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And Evan, where can the people find you?
I am at Notorious EJE.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
All right.
Yeah, you are.
Beautiful. Okay, and you can find me on Twitter at Matt Lieberman. That's MattLieberman. You can find me here at AfterBuzz TV all over the place. Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Sleepy Hollow, Almost Human. I got new shows premiering this month. Helix and Banshee coming out. Monday, January 13th. True Detective, January 12th. We've got, I think, some other shows coming out. I'll be tweeting about them, so hit me up on there. Thank you all so much. We will see you next week for another double episode. So thank you very much. See you next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Bye again!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.